What you're about to see is real. Nothing has been manufactured or staged.
In 2010, Local Haunts investigated the historic Florida Theater. Our team of 5 took to the stage in complete darkness. The rest of the theater was empty, or was it? Even in complete darkness, the faint light from the exit signs revealed shadows and movement everywhere in the theater.
Are you on the balcony?
And from our vantage point on the stage, most of the shadowy figures were in the balcony.
Something up there, and I'm seeing like a shadow moving around.
You want to see something?
Does someone keep you here against your will? I just heard something like a hiss.
I heard that too. Right in that hallway.
At this time, Roger was pointing out that he was seeing movement and lights in the projection booth up in the balcony.
Yeah, it's not shining. On the right wall. I watched the light will flicker up there.
Inside the projection booth?
Yeah. Is that what it is?
And we caught this in the projection booth. It was so obvious there was somebody in the projection booth, we thought it might be other teammates. So we did a quick check. They were all accounted for and nobody was in the projection booth. Just watch where the arrow's pointing in the left window, and you'll see a light move from right to left. Again, all teammates were accounted for and no one was in the booth.
You see something?
Amy said she saw movement on the left side of the balcony. Roger was seeing it on the right. Was someone watching us from the balcony?
It's the partner of the one I keep seeing on the right side of it.
Are you up in the balcony moving around? Are you up in the balcony?
It almost sounds like one of the chairs going up and down.
Is that where you used to sit when the shows used to go on here?
I think we just caught something pretty amazing. As camera operator Chrissy Sellers zoomed into the balcony, it looks like there's somebody sitting in this seat. If you watch carefully, you can see him moving slightly. There was nobody else in the auditorium at this time, except us, and we were all on the stage. Here's another shot taken of the same area just a few seconds before. You can see in the left side there's somebody sitting there. In the right, there isn't. Now watch this sequence of videos taken only a few seconds apart. You can gradually see the person forming in the seat. In this first shot, there's nobody there. In this shot, it looks like there's something starting to appear. Finally, there he is. You can even see his head turn. What I'm seeing is a person slouched in a chair. This is his head. He has his left hand up and he's resting his head up against it. Here's his shoulder and his arm. And these are his legs. And this is a railing in front of him. And it appears as though he's not completely solid and that he's semi-transparent. We were unaware that we had just caught the holy grail of paranormal investigations, an apparition. I wouldn't know what we caught until after review. Paranormal investigators can spend a lifetime investigating and never catch video of an actual apparition. This is an incredibly rare event. We ruled out matrixing for this apparition because we had several shots of this exact area with nothing sitting in the seat. And again, everybody was accounted for. There's simply no logical explanation for the man sitting in the seat.
The cameras we use on local haunts can see in total darkness. They cast out infrared light, or IR light as it's known, that only the camera can see. And you notice that this section of the balcony was lit with this invisible light. That is because we had another IR camera in the balcony pointing towards the back of the theater, up towards the projection booth. Our main camera on stage could see the IR light coming from the other camera in the balcony, even though our naked eyes could not. To us, it was completely dark. But there, sitting in the balcony, right where I heard the seat go down, was a spiritual spectator watching us on stage. This is the most impressive apparition I've ever seen on video. In fact, a national TV show called Fact or Faked saw this video and tried to debunk it on their show. Not only could they not debunk it, but when they conducted an investigation of their own, they discovered a thermal heat signature that was moving around the theater on its own. It finally came to rest in the exact same seat, making the local haunts apparition in the Florida theater the only viral video of a ghost that Fact or Fake proved to be fact. Local haunts proved the Florida theater is haunted. We validated stories from the staff and guests that felt the theater was paranormally active. But as amazing as this footage is, there's another bit of proof to support it. Our other camera in the balcony was pointing right where the apparition was sitting. He was invisible to this camera. Only the camera on the stage could see him. But it does prove one thing. It proves that there was no living person sitting in that seat. And when I went back to the theater after reviewing my footage, I found the seat in the upright position. And in case you're interested, the seat where the apparition was sitting is located in section 500, row E, seat number 2. This is the most requested seat in the theater to this day. The Florida Theater is a local haunt, and our video proves it.